you here for you. You ain't here for nobody else. So if you gotta take summer classes to get in, that's you. Like, nobody cares. What's up, y'all? It's your girl Deja Janae Exo, and I'm back with another video. So you guys, as you can tell by the title, today I will be doing a video on SOAR and EIP here at Georgia Southern University. I'm really bored and I just did my makeup and I feel cute, so I was like, why not get in front of the camera and record a video? So here I go. And I got on blue, so I'm feeling a little, you know, school spirited right now. So I decided, why not? And these Georgia Southern videos on my channel have been doing good, so I thought I would just keep adding on, you know, explaining more things, answering any more questions people have. And so I said in one of them videos I was going to do a video on SOAR, so I might as well just do SOAR and EIP together, just because like they go over the summer. Because I know she coming in here. You're so ugly. I might as well do SOAR and EIP together because they both happen over the summertime. So, you know, why not? Okay, let's just do SOAR first. So, SOAR is basically the freshman orientation for Georgia Southern students. And I guess they call it SOAR because our mascot is the Eagles. So, you know, Eagles soar, they fly, so they soar. SOAR is basically the freshman orientation for any Georgia Southern students, like incoming freshmen to Georgia Southern University. So right now this is June the 7th. So today, Thursday and Friday, so today is the last day of SOAR number 2. SOAR is usually 2 days and you stay overnight in one of the dorms. You have to pay a fee. I think it's like $100 something. That's how much I paid when I did mine, and then you pay extra if you bring somebody extra with you or whatever. But I didn't pay and my mama stayed, so that's how y'all, I don't know, I'm not telling y'all to finesse the system, but I mean, save them coins. Okay. But yeah, so basically on the first day you get there, you check in, you go to the what is it called, the clubhouse, and you like basically tell them, I'm here, these are my guests that I brought, blah blah blah, if you brought guests or whatever. And they basically give you a key and you have to keep up with that key until you check out the next morning, or no, until you check out when you get ready to leave. Because if you lose that key, you got to pay like $300 for a key, and who wants to pay for $300 for a key? Anyway, so for SOAR you have a roommate. So basically it's like random. You don't pick your roommate unless you came with somebody else and you pay for that person, because then they stay in the room, I guess. But you have a roommate, and so when you first get there, you go to, like I said, go get your key, then you go to the room that they assigned you and you put your stuff down, whatever, and then they give you like an itinerary when you check in as well. So it's like, it tells you what to do from this time to this time, this time to this time, this time to this time. So basically you just follow a schedule all day. I mean, it's optional, you really don't have to, but it's really informational. It tells you a lot of stuff about the school, a lot of things you need to know, stuff about registration for classes, stuff about what to do if you get lost on campus, how to make friends, organizations, the code of conduct, all types of stuff. Like some stuff I think is mandatory, but a lot of the stuff is not. Like they have different meetings like with financial aid scheduled on there. They have meetings with housing scheduled on there. They have meetings with, who else do you talk to? SOAR leaders. Y'all have like a bunch of group sessions and they just like basically give you the insight of the school. It's just basically like a bunch of different meetings to talk about the things that you'll experience once you get to school. And I know one of the sessions, I don't know if they still do it, but they have the little peer pressure and what no means, and you know, stop, go, stuff like that. So it's real fun. You get to make your first friends there. That's why, like I said, it's not mandatory that you go to these things, but like if you go, you know, you meet people that's interested. Well, not interested because they're obviously going to the school because they're paying to be at SOAR, but you meet people that's like just like you, coming in, don't have no friends, don't know nobody. So that's really where you start meeting your friends that you'll be hanging with in the fall. So SOAR is where I met my first friend. I wasn't really social at my SOAR, so I only met like 2 people. But if you're social, you'll be fine. You'll make friends. Everybody's looking to make a friend, so you'll be completely fine. What else? So they feed you. You get breakfast and lunch or dinner, whatever you want to call it. What else? They give you like a bunch of packets, a bunch of information. Really, SOAR, the only important thing about SOAR is, I guess, like meeting people and registration, class registration. On the second day, I think, is when you register for classes, and you need to make sure you're there to register for classes, because you already, incoming freshmen are the last people to register for classes anyway. Like, I registered for my classes months and months ago, so the incoming freshmen are the last to register, so you really get like what's left. So if you don't like the classes that's there, it's like you gotta just take one for the team. And if you don't go to your registration day on the second day of SOAR, then like you have to wait until the fall, and you don't want to do all that. You just want to go ahead and get in what you can, because in the fall stuff closes up real quick, so then you're gonna have to take stuff you don't want to take. Just avoid all of that. But overall, SOAR is really cool. It's really fun. I've been walking, like, I'm taking summer classes now, so I've been walking up and down campus, seeing all the big groups of people giving tours, and they walking around with their families and stuff like that. People looking lost already. So it's fun. SOAR was fun. Overall, I say SOAR is fun. SOAR is a very good idea. I like that they make us spend the night, because you get a feel of what it's like to actually spend the night at a college before you're even like started your first day, before you even moved in. Like, you get in the field, you get to walk around campus, you think you're doing something, you get your little lanyard, you think you just doing something. But yeah, SOAR is really fun. I don't have any complaints about SOAR. Well, the only complaints I have is that the little forum sessions, they're like really long. But I mean, you need to go because you want to get the information that you don't know, because incoming freshmen don't know anything. I didn't know anything when I came in. You don't know anything, trust me. You think you know something, you don't know anything. It's a completely different ball game from high school. From elementary school to middle school is like right here. Different middle school to high school is like right there. And then from high school to college, it's like here. So it's a whole different ball game. But yeah, that's all I really much have to say about SOAR. It's nothing too important. Well, I mean, it's important, but like nothing else I have to say about it is too much important. What I would say about EIP. Okay, so I'm done talking about SOAR. Now let's talk about EIP. Okay, so EIP stands for Eagle Incentive Program. So basically what this, I just bit my tongue. So basically what this is the people who don't score as well as they should have on the standardized test, or I guess have like certain grades in high school and certain classes, you, instead of them denying you or like putting you on like a wait list or whatever, I don't know how to explain it. Instead of them denying you because you don't meet the requirements, they have this thing called EIP. And basically what you would do is take classes that whole summer before you come in the fall. So basically you graduate high school. Once you graduate, you'll be starting classes in college May. I think classes start in May. So you graduate in May, you start taking college classes in May. And so basically you just take classes all summer long, and if you get the good grades, like if you pass all your classes, then you're good to be admitted in the fall. So how do you do EIP? So EIP is not for anybody. So like, let's just say, I don't know if they changed it, but when I was applying to college, the requirement, the ACT, I took the ACT. The ACT requirement was a 21. If you didn't have a 21, if you had less than a 21, it wasn't the end of the world, but you had to have no lower. I want to say you had to have a 20. If you didn't get a 21, if you got a 20 instead, they didn't deny you, you just had to take EIP. So if you get anything below a 20, you can't, I guess they send you a declination letter, because they can't just keep going down or whatever. At first, when I first heard about EIP, I thought it was if you made a 19 or 20 on the ACT, you can do EIP, but I've come to find out it's only if you make a 20. So I don't know what the scores are for SAT. You can like Google it or whatever, and it'll tell you what the score or requirements are or whatever. But I know a few people who did EIP because they got a 20 on their ACT or whatever score they did on their SAT. And from what I heard, EIP is really, really fun. Like one of my roommates did EIP my freshman year, and when I first moved in, she knew where everything was. She knew everybody. She knew where to go, where not to go, what to eat, what not to eat. Like, she knew everything about the school before a lot of the incoming freshmen came, because they were here all summer. So like, I mean, they really didn't have a choice but to get to know what was going on. So when I was talking to her about it, she told me she really liked EIP because it's like, it wasn't that many people here. It was like, it's not as many people taking summer classes that it is regular term classes. So she was saying, like, since it was so small, like, of course, you know how they have the freshman group chats, whatever, like they was dropping like who's here for the summer, whatever, and all those people were like linking up together. So all summer, the EIP freshmen were like hanging out and getting to know each other, blah, blah, blah. So when we came in the fall, they already knew a handful of people. Like, they knew a lot of people. They were used to like Georgia Southern and all types of things like that. They were already taking summer classes, so they already knew what to expect when it came to taking college classes, if you haven't taken like dual enrollment or something like that. But I would say, honestly, if I knew about EIP, even though I don't know, like I said, I don't know if anyone can take it. Like, I think it's only for people who were like right there when it came to requirements. But I would have loved to take EIP. Like, looking back at my freshman year, like, everybody I knew who had done EIP, they looked like they loved it. Like, of course, no one likes taking summer classes or whatever, but they look like they had fun. So I would have loved to take it, get a head start. Cause like, yeah, like when you're taking the summer classes for EIP, it's not like you're just taking the classes for no reason. Like, the classes that you're taking are classes that count towards your degree or whatever. So if you take 5 classes over the summer, which I don't think you can take that many, but if you take 5 classes over the summer, that's 5 less classes you got to take during the regular semesters. So technically you're ahead of the game if you think about it. But yeah, EIP, you stay in the dorm like you do in the regular semester. You have a meal plan like the regular semester. Nothing really changes except the fact that you're just here over the summer. And it's only for people who almost met the requirements but didn't quite meet the requirements. And yeah, that's all I'm going to say. So if you were, well, I guess it's too late now because it's like June, so summer classes are halfway done. But if you were asked to do EIP and you didn't do it because like you thought like, oh, I don't want to take summer classes, or oh, people gonna think this about me, blah blah blah, because I didn't get in the first time, or I had to take classes to get in, whatever, nobody cares, y'all. Nobody gives a flying period. Nobody cares. Just you here for you. You ain't here for nobody else. So if you got to take summer classes to get in, that's you. Like, nobody cares. Can't nobody tell you nothing different. At least you getting in. At least you're trying to do something to get in. Some people just be sitting on their behinds at home, not applying or nothing, just sitting at home. So, like I said, EIP is a great idea. I 100% encourage people who are offered to do it because it has, in the long run, it benefits you. It benefits you in the long run. You get to know more people. You get to get used to the campus before everybody else gets here. It's less people. You're getting ahead of your classes. I don't know if I said that already, but I'll 100% recommend going to EIP. It's 100% worth it. And yeah, that's all I have to say about this video. So if you guys like this video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. I hope I gave you a little more insight on SOAR and EIP. If I didn't, comment down below. I will answer your questions. Or make another video, as I always say in my videos. But I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you hit that big red subscribe button. Make sure you give me a big thumbs up and leave a comment down below. And I will see y'all in my next video. So until next time, peace.
I don't really want no fun. Hey yo, Draco got that kickback. When they kick back, you can't get your shit back. In fact, it's that bitch that I hate small talk. I don't fuck with chit chat. AC just stopped working, so they hit me.